Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of this little series that we're doing, 3 must-knows when learning the guitar. This part is on reading tab, and right off the bat, I don't know if you can hear any extra noise going on in the video or not, like that, but it's raining really hard outside, but I wanted to go ahead and get this up so we could keep on rolling. So right off the bat, guitar tab. When you're wanting to learn guitar online, you've got to learn how to read guitar tab, because you're going to find that you're going to see it a lot whenever you first start looking up songs that you decide that you want to learn how to play. So first thing, we want to know how to read this stuff, that way we can make some sense out of it. So you're going to notice right off the bat, tablature is what the word is. Tab is short, and it is not it's not the same as music notation. It's different, but this is the way that we guitar players do it most of the time now, because we don't really need to technically we don't have to necessarily learn how to read notation like a lot of other instruments do. So right off the bat, we've got 6. You're going to see 6 lines when you look up a tab online, and those 6 lines represent the strings of your guitar. Okay, now the strings are in this order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we know a little bit about this already, our guitar is done like this: 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so right off the bat, if we're looking at it like this, it looks a little upside down. It almost looks like 6 should be here, okay, going down this way. But here I got a little tab sheet right here. Okay, so we'll take this tab sheet. I'm looking at it, lay my guitar in my lap, and I look down at it like this, and the strings are going to line up exactly how they should this way when you're looking down at your guitar. So your first line is gonna, or the top line is gonna be on your first string. Okay, and a little bit better look at it. Okay, so that's how it's going to look. So when we're looking at it at the page, at the page or on the screen or whatever, it's gonna be your first string, which is the highest pitch string. It's going to be at the top. Okay, you're going to start to see numbers on the strings. So this number, whatever it is going to represent what fret you're going to play on that specific string. So if we have a 0, a 1, and a 3, okay, that means we're going to play on our first string, we're going to play a 0, which is going to be that first string open. Then we're going to play a 1, which is going to be the first fret. Then we'll play a 3, which will be the 3rd fret. So we would play, get it up here where you can see it, you would play open, then you would play 1 with your first finger, then you'd play 3 with your 3rd finger or whatever, but right now we're not talking about fingers. So you just play the first fret, and then you would play the 3rd fret. Okay, so as you go across and you read, just like if you were reading a sentence, you go from left to right. So if you're the next one, if you saw a 3 here, well, now you've got a 3 on the 2nd string. So you'd place a finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Okay, so if we put all those in order, you had a 0, then a 1, then a 3 on the first string, then a 3 on the 2nd string. Okay, so you'll see a lot of stuff like that. Another thing that you'll see is you will see, say, something stacked up, notes stacked up on top of each other. Okay, so we have a 3 on the first string, a 0 on the 2nd string, and a 0 on the 3rd string. So if you were to see something like that, you're going to play all 3 of these notes at the same time. Okay, they're all together. So we go through here, 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 here. All of these go together. So on the 3rd string you play a 0, 2nd string you play a 0, and then you're going to have a 3rd fret on the 1st string. So you'd place a finger on the 3rd fret and you would strum 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. You would strum them all together. Okay, and you'd have like a little chord. Okay, so anytime you're seeing them multiple, if they're stacked directly on top of each other, you're going to play them at the same time. If they're not stacked, then you play them left to right. Alright, so I had to try and redo that without making it look too terrible. But alright, so clean it back off. Now let's say you may see something like this. 0, 1, then 3, 2. Okay, so now we're looking at the 6th string, okay, which is the top string. Okay, I need to change the strings, but so 0, and then you have a 1, and then you have a 3 and a 2. So 0, 1 on the 1st string. Okay, and then you've got 3 and 2 together. So you'd place a finger on the 3 on the 6th string and a finger on the 2 of the 5th string, and you'd play those 2 at the same time. Okay, so that would be all you would want to hear. But anyway, so you're just going left to right. Now when we start getting into larger things, let's say like larger chords and stuff, for instance, like just say this would be a C chord. You'd have a 3rd fret, 2nd fret, open, a 1 on the 2nd string, and then an open again on the 1st, something like this. So this is a larger chord. You play all 5 of those notes at the same time, starting with the 5th, down to the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st, and that would look. So you got a finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, a finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. The 3rd string you would play open, so you wouldn't touch that at all. Then the 1st fret of the 2nd string, we'll use our 1st finger on that. Okay, so that'd be like that. And then the next string we'd play open, the 1st string. Okay, and you would strum 5 strings at the same time. So that's a C chord. We're not going to go into detail on how to do a lot of different fingerings and stuff like that on this. The main thing I want you to know for this video is what you're looking at, how to read it, how to actually do certain shapes and things like that when you start stacking multiple notes. Will be a lesson for a different time. But right off the bat, remember 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 looks a little upside down. Take your tab, lay it down on your guitar if you print it up, and it'll become more clear. And you're reading left to right. I hope that clarified some stuff for you. Stay posted for the next video, which is going to be on reading chord diagrams, and I will see you shortly.